This is the story of the World Cup so far. A country with not a very big population. I don't know specifically how big the population of Cape Verde is, but they have held Spain, the European champions and favourites for the World Cup, to a 0-0 draw in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in I think it's the USA. And this is one of the stories of the World Cup so far. There will be more like this. You know, we could see Uzbekistan beat Portugal, or maybe Panama beating Croatia, or England, who knows. But this for me so far is one of the stories of the World Cup. And I know this World Cup so far hasn't been the most interesting one we've seen. I know last time we had a World Cup, which was Qatar 2022, there was, better games with better quality. And I know not many people are going to stay up till 5 o'clock to watch Australia versus Turkey. But I definitely think that Cape Verde were the underdogs in this match by a country mile. A lot of people expected this game to probably end 4 or 5-0 to Spain, but it ended 0-0. And I think if Cape Verde can get a result like this against Spain, then what can they do against Saudi Arabia and Uruguay? That is my question. It's absolutely amazing to see countries with small population like Cape Verde get results like this against Spain. It's absolutely crazy. Like, Spain have got players such as Lamine Yamal, Gavi, Oyarzabal, Mikel Merino, Nico Williams. They've got a lot of very good players, and they've been held to a 0-0 draw by a country with a very small population. And this will be a memory for centuries to come for people from Cape Verde and Cape Verde fans. I mean, for a neutral, it's a brilliant result as well, because I was sort of getting nervous towards the end of that game, thinking at some point Spain are going to get a goal. At some point Spain will score, and Cape Verde, it's going to be heartbreak. But it just didn't. Cape Verde held on and got the result of the World Cup so far, in my opinion. It's a 0-0 draw, obviously, but it's a point on the board for Cape Verde, a team who probably didn't think they would get a point coming into this World Cup tournament. And it's a point against the creme de la creme of this group. I mean, Cape Verde were probably seen as, we're probably seen as a very, very small chance of getting anything in this group, whereas Spain were probably seen as beating every team in the group. But that hasn't happened. Spain will not beat every team in the group, and Cape Verde have gone on to get I think is it their first World Cup of all time? I think it is, and it's mental. It's absolutely mental that with, a lot of their players are unknown. Obviously, there's Logan Costa from Villarreal, and obviously their 40-year-old goalkeeper, Vozinha from Chaves, in, I think, the third tier of Portuguese football. He had an amazing game, and a lot of their squad is unknown, but a lot of their squad had a very good game. Like, the player, one of their defenders, I'm not sure what he was called, but I should probably done my homework on this. But there were so many good players that played for the Cape Verde tonight. And there was another player, what was he called? Cabral, he was brilliant. I just thought that Cape Verde I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I think I am. I think it's Cape Verde. But they are the underdog. This is the underdog story of the tournament so far. Cape Verde getting a result against Spain. this will probably feel like a point drop for Spain. It won't feel like a point gained. It is a point gained, but it won't feel like that because they could have won this game 4-5, 6-0, and they've drawn to Cape Verde. They've drawn. Cape Verde, like, you can't believe what you're saying. Cape Verde have held the European champions to a draw in the World Cup. You won't see many more stories like this. I mean, you'd love to see Uzbekistan beat Portugal, wouldn't you? Or, I don't know, who have Curacao got in their group? Switzerland and Qatar, is it? No, I don't think I've got that correct. But you'd love to see Curacao get a big result, or Haiti get a big result against Brazil. That could well happen. Like, you never know with these sorts of tournaments. That could happen. And Cape Verde have shown tonight that can happen. They've shown tonight that can happen, that you can get a good result against a massive team. Brazil aren't the nation they once were. So it's possible for Haiti to get a big result against Brazil. But you don't really expect that to happen, in my opinion. But yeah, Cape Verde could go on to get a third place finish in this group, and if that happens, it will be well deserved. Like, this is not a fortunate result for Cape Verde. They worked hard in this game to get that, and it was well deserved. And you could see the joy on the Cape Verde fans' faces, and also the Cape Verde players as well, as they did definitely play a very, very good game of football. Obviously, Lamine Yamal did come on in, like, sort of halfway through the game, around the 60th minute, and I thought, now I think Spain might get into the game a bit more. Spain were pushing Cape Verde, but Cape Verde just kept going and kept going and kept going. They had that resilience, and not at one point did Cape Verde ever let the guard down. There was one point where Cape Verde nearly scored a goal. It was from a corner, and that could have won them the game, and that would have been the story of this tournament if Cape Verde had beaten Spain. But who knows what Cape Verde can do for the rest of the group stages of the World Cup. But yeah, we still have a lot more games to go. This is only the first round of games in the groups. We still have, I think it's like another 10 games. We still have to go with the groups that more. So yeah, there's going to be a lot more World Cup content coming out. I have been trying to do World Cup streams, but I've recently bought myself a new PC. Not like a laptop or a computer. I've got too many of them. But I've recently bought myself like a proper PC, and I don't have one of the cables that connects it to my monitor. So yeah, that will be coming tomorrow, and we will have a France versus Senegal watch along for you tomorrow, as along with Iraq versus Norway, which is on at 11 o'clock. The stream for France versus Senegal, I will be live for that one. You'll see it anyway, but I'll be live about, it'll either be 7:45 or 7:30. Likewise with the Iraq versus Norway watch along. Two games I'm excited to watch. France versus Senegal, I think, will be tasty. I think that one is going to be tasty. I can't wait for that one. But yeah, I'm very excited for the rest of the games of the World Cup. I know not many people have managed to get into it yet, and I can see why. 48-team World Cup, it's not very practical, you know. It's going to get boring for some people with that many games. But yeah, congratulations to Cape Verde. Hoping that they can be the underdog of this World Cup. If you enjoyed that video, you know what to do, which means like we haven't even capped 10 minutes yet. We're not going to try and get to 10 minutes. There's not really any need to. But yeah, if you did enjoy that video, Cape Verde, sensational. If you did enjoy that video, please remember to, I forgot my own outro. Please like, subscribe, turn your post notifications on. I'll see you a lot in the next one. Please take care of your people for yourselves. And as always, peace out. See you in the next one, guys.